Welcome to Wrigley Field on this beautiful summer-like May day as we celebrate the great career of Kerry Wood. On a May evening in 1998, Kerry Wood struck out 20 Houston Astro batters, making Major League Baseball history and forever becoming the Kid K to Cubs fans everywhere. Kerry struck out the first batter he faced in the majors as a Cub. And yesterday, he struck out the last batter he faced as a Cub. I don't think anyone could have written a better ending to such a great career. And Kerry, yesterday, Tom and I were here in the ballpark together as we watched you walk off the field for the last time as a player. It was a very meaningful and personally very touching moment for both of us, as it was obviously for all the 40-some thousand fans that were gathered here to watch the game, and as well as the millions watching on television. And it wasn't just such a meaningful moment only because of your skill and your talent and the player that you were on the field, but also because of your character and the man that you are off the field. You are very much loved by Cubs fans everywhere. You are very much loved by your Cubs family, and you will always be a Cub. On behalf of the Chicago Cubs and my whole family, we want to congratulate Kerry on what a wonderful career, and also on his bright future ahead for him and his family. Please welcome the great Kerry Wood.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you for all those kind words, and thank you guys for being here today. I'll keep this short because it's smoking hot. But I know we answered some questions last night after the game, but there was a few things I do want to say and some people I want to thank before we get done here. First and foremost, more than anything else, I need to thank this unbelievable woman right here behind me. She's a rock star. She does it all. She's been through it. The ups, the downs. Sometimes it seemed like there was more downs than ups, but she was my rock, and she's just a tremendous person, tremendous partner, and I can't look at her right now because I'll lose it, but she is could not have picked a better mother for my children, and just glad to be able to start this journey from here on out. Secondly, excuse me. I do need to thank my dad for teaching me to pitch and teaching me the game of baseball. He couldn't be here today, but I've been in contact with him quite a bit over this last couple, 3 weeks, and we've talked about it quite a bit. And I really just thank him for squatting in the backyard and taking balls off the shins and just teaching me the game and teaching me how to play the game the right way. Also, I'd love to thank the Tom Ricketts and the entire Ricketts family for the support and belief that you guys gave me, and the opportunity to come back here to this city and play for the best team in the world. I thank Jed and Theo for the opportunity to come back here again, believing in me. We had some conversations this offseason trying to get it done, and couldn't have dealt with two more professional human beings. And I really thank those guys for their support and support for me. Obviously, my teammates, the guys I'm playing with now or played with now, the guys that I've played with over my career. The Kevin Tappaneys, the Rick Aguileras, the Rod Becks, the Jason Berets, and just the list can go on. The Joe Girardis, these guys taught me how to play the game, taught me how to respect the game, and taught me how to be professional. So I've got to thank those guys. I would not be standing here without their support and them teaching me what it meant to be a Cub. Sitting in that kitchen in there for many, many years talking about life and baseball and the Cubs and what it means to be a Chicago Cub. So I thank Ron Santo for all the conversations, all the talks that we had about the game of baseball and about the city of Chicago. I thank Jim Hendry for his support, always going to bat for me. He had my back through thick and thin, and we went back a long way. I met Jim when I was 17, just turned 18, and we had a lot of history, so I owe a lot to Jim Hendry. I need to thank the managers I've had over my career, the Jim Rigglemans and the Dusty Bakers. These guys were father figures to me at this level and taught me the game and taught me how to be a man at this level and be professional. You know, Dale, we didn't spend a whole lot of time together, but I was sure looking forward to it. I think there's just tremendous things happening here on the north side with his staff and with his management, and I'm excited to watch for the future. I'm excited to watch what these guys are going to be capable of doing. These young guys here, Barneys and Castros and Samarjas and Russells and Campanas, these guys are starting the journey that I'm ending today, and I look forward to it with excitement of watching these guys grow and learn this game and you know, ultimately bring a championship to the city that deserves it. A few coaches I want to thank. I want to thank Oscar Acosta for teaching me about adversity and how to overcome it, how to get through it, and how to again be a man in this game and stand up and admit when you screwed up and take the credit when you deserve it. Larry Rothschild, spent several years with Larry Rothschild, and we butted heads a few times, but he always seemed to get me back on track and fix me when things weren't right. Lester Strode, this was 17 years for us. This is 17th or 18th year for us. And, man, he was, even yesterday, was saying the same stuff he was saying to me 17 years ago. So obviously I'm not a very good listener, but I appreciate you being there and never giving up and always supporting and knowing the right things to say. Obviously we know that I need to thank some trainers and doctors. Dave Thomas was the first trainer I had. He helped me, it was his first Tommy John rehab and mine as well. So, you know, he got me back on the field, and I thank him for that. Brett Fisher out in Phoenix, when I went through the shoulder issues, sleepless nights, both of us, just trying to figure out what was going on and how we could fix it and how we could get back to this level. We eventually figured it out with the help of a small miracle, and you know, Mark O'Neill and Ed Halber and Tim Buss and these guys here that just continued to help me go out there and stay on the field and continue to go do my job when it wasn't easy. So just a few, I'm sure I'm leaving guys out, the clubhouse staff, Gary, Otis, Tom, Rich, Johnny, Bruno, these guys are just, I've known them for a long time, and it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure to go to work and be in there with that clubhouse with you every day. I'm going to miss you guys. I'm going to miss everybody. And I need to thank the media. I thank you guys for the support you've given me over the years. And obviously I know it wasn't a love affair, but I respect the fact that you guys had a job to do, and I hope you respect the fact that I had a job to do. I respect the job you did, and can only hope that you respect the job that I did. And last but not least, I need to thank the fans of Chicago and the fans that have supported me and my family and through all the positive and all the negative. There's great things going on here on the north side, and I was very blessed to be a part of it for 14 years. I'm going to continue to watch. I'm going to continue to be a part of it. You guys come out and support these guys. There's good things happening here on the north side. So I was always a Cub. I've always been a Cub, and I'll always continue to be a Cub. So thank you very much.
The first one is that wonderful image of you and your son as you came off the field yesterday, which will be a moment in Cubs history. Sure. And the second gift is the 20 strikeout flag commemorating that night in 1998 that was hanging over Wrigley Field yesterday as you left the field the last time as a player.
Thank you guys again. This has been a tremendous last couple of days. Yesterday I couldn't have written it any better. Was not expecting that, and just is a memory that I know my family will never forget. I'll never forget it, and thank you guys again. If you guys have any more questions, let's get out of the sun and you guys want to ask more questions. Thank you guys again.